next on Good Morning Carolinas.
Governor Sanford vetoes a bill to replace the aging school bus fleet. News Channel 15 has the overnight news and his reasons why. And a presidential candidate and a Hollywood actor teaming up to win voter support. Hear what John Edwards said about the 2008 race during a stop in the PD. And a health alert for parents this morning. News Channel 15 explores the dangers of hand sanitizer around young kids.
This is Good Morning Carolinas on News Channel 15 with Lauren Lowrey and First Alert meteorologist Darren Stack.
Great to see you this morning. I'm Lauren Lowrey. You are joining us here at 5:30 on Good Morning Carolinas. Let's go straight to First Alert meteorologist Darren Stack this morning. Get a first look at that really hot weather you're going to see today.
Yeah, already off to a noticeable difference out there this morning than yesterday morning. The humidity was a little bit lower yesterday and temperatures were a little bit lower to start the day as well. But by the afternoon, it's going to be even hotter than yesterday and even muggier than yesterday as well. And it's going to stay this way actually for the next few days. I don't think it's one of those things you can get used to. Just try to keep yourself cool down. Look at those temperatures already around 80 degrees by 9 a.m. along the Grand Strand, 77 inland. Working our way to the upper 80s by noon. We'll stay into those upper 80s along the Grand Strand for your afternoon highs. There will be a few areas peaking out around 90 degrees, though, along the Grand Strand. Inland temperatures into the mid-90s this afternoon. Continue to look at mostly sunny skies, and there will be that minimal chance, about a 10% chance of an isolated thunderstorm developing later on this afternoon. Lauren?
Okay, Darren, thanks for that. Let's go to Alex Austin now this morning, give you a first look at your traffic situation, too. Alex.
Road work on the North Strand soon to wrap up at the corner of Highway 9 and Highway 57, but the reduced speed zone will stand throughout the course of the day. You're down to 45 miles per hour as you approach. Plus, looks like we'll see road crews back out in Conway this morning as well with lane restrictions along Highway 378, basically Wright Boulevard from the points of Church Street all the way back over to Juniper Bay Road. So more or less the whole 4-lane roads getting resurfaced. Lauren, back to you.
Okay, Alex, thanks. News Channel 15 has breaking news this morning that'll also add traffic concerns for you. Just over an hour ago, a man was hit and killed by a tow truck on Highway 17 bypass directly at Palmetto Point Boulevard. Officials have blocked off one northbound lane while they process the evidence. We'll continue to follow this story for you and let you know when that lane is back open. Plus, if police plan to file any charges in this. You can also get updates on major traffic delays right on your phone or in your email inbox, wherever you are. Just log on to Wpde.com, click on Alert 15. Then all you have to do is enter your name and cell phone number for text messages. We can also send you an email. You can personalize what local news you want to receive. It's also a great way for us to get the latest major traffic delays to you so you make sure you get where you're going on time. You can only find Alert 15 by logging on to our website, Wpde.com. We do offer the service free of charge, but remember, standard text messaging rates do apply, so you definitely want to check with your wireless provider. 5:33 right now. The legislative session is scheduled to end today, and it looks like the state won't be funding new school buses. This story is new this morning. Late last night, Governor Sanford vetoed a bill that would have allowed South Carolina to buy enough school buses to replace the entire state-owned fleet every 15 years. In his veto message, Sanford said having a state-owned bus fleet is inefficient and says in the short term, it would be better to lease the buses. But in the long term, he thinks South Carolina needs to turn the bus system over to local districts. Currently, the average bus in the state is 14 years old. House lawmakers did, however, approve a bill allowing students to take an elective course of the history and literature of the Bible. The legislation requires the State Board of Education to develop the course, materials, and guidelines, with local school boards overseeing the classes using the Old and New Testaments both. The legislation is also designed to educate students on the social customs influenced by the Bible. Also, this session will most likely end without an agreement on a state budget. New information into the newsroom this morning says lawmakers are having difficulty deciding when to schedule a special session to resolve their differences. House leaders say they won't finalize negotiations on the nearly $7.5 billion spending plan until they reach an agreement with the Senate on how to reform the state's transportation department and workers' compensation system. Governor Sanford is expected to sign a bill designed to stabilize the cost as well as the availability of home insurance along the coast. That's part of your First Alert Guide to Survive this morning. House members agreed to the changes the Senate made to the bill early yesterday afternoon. The plan extends cancellation notice for homeowners to 90 days during hurricane season and 60 days during the rest of the year. The proposal will also offer sales and income tax breaks to residents who make their homes more hurricane resistant with improvements like storm shutters. The breaks would not apply to vacation homes. Democratic presidential candidate John Edwards wants to see rural towns grow and prosper. That was just part of his message during a campaign stop in the PD yesterday. About 200 supporters were on hand as Edwards talked about the need for universal health care, as well as limits on carbon emissions and a Justice Department investigation into those high gas prices. Edwards was born in South Carolina and won the primary here in 2004. Campaigning with him yesterday, movie actor Danny Glover, star of the Lethal Weapon series.
I want to bring you my friend and the next president of the United States, Senator John Edwards.
I will compete in every part of the state of South Carolina, and you're looking at the guy who will keep his word in telling you after I'm the nominee, I will be back here to campaign in South Carolina in the general election.
Our recent News Channel 15 Zogby poll showed Edwards running a close third among Democrats in South Carolina, right behind Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. It's 5:36 right now. A former Marion County administrator will be laid to rest this morning at the Marion Methodist Church. Deputies spent yesterday searching for the weapon that they say Randy Lester used to kill Galt Beeson. Police say Lester killed Beeson so he could rob him for drug money. Police say at one time Lester worked for Beeson, doing odd jobs. Monday night, police say Lester stabbed Beeson, stole $300 out of his wallet, and used the money to buy crack cocaine.
This is just something that's just ridiculous. It should have never happened. He didn't deserve it.
Beeson served as the Marion County Administrator for 39 years. Now, in some cases, many cases that is, police don't share a lot of information with the public, or press for that matter, in fear that it could jeopardize their investigation. So News Channel 15 asked why so much information was shared with us in a different case, the recent murder of a 75-year-old Florence woman. This weekend's murder of 75-year-old Geraldine Scott received a good bit of attention from police, media, and the Florence community. Florence police held 2 press conferences and a community meeting within days, saying they hope the community could help in their investigation.
Ms. Scott's case was indeed a very heinous crime, which is one of the main reasons that, I imagine it drew so much attention.
We should point out now one reason News Channel 15 covered the story so extensively is that police held those news conferences and released all of the information to us. And this morning, a 17-year-old is in jail charged in that case. Yesterday, a judge arraigned Devon William Reed on murder and armed robbery charges. Officers say after Reed beat Scott to death, he stole her car. He'll be in court at a later time for a bond hearing. Now, police do tell us that the investigation in this case is ongoing. It is 5:37 right now. Get ready for the highest temps we've seen in nearly 10 months. First Alert meteorologist Darren Stack has more after the break. Plus, News Channel 15's been following the case of a missing Kansas girl. We have the latest break in the case coming up.